the switch here, and there's the inverter. So that's the switch for the inverter. And I gotta figure out when I place the battery down here, which I will be doing very shortly, how all that's gonna work out. Because I got a million cords in the way. And yeah. So let's go ahead and figure that out. Come on. Stay where I put you, people. Alright. Let's grab the battery. And I'm just going to drag it so I don't screw my back up twisting and all that stuff. Even though it's a lot lighter than an AGM. So, I think that will be a good enough spot to connect all my stuff. Right there. Now, before I get the battery hooked up, I want to hook up, possibly, the electric heating pads. Tape them around the battery. That way I can activate that and warm this thing up for charging. What do you guys think? I got this variety strip here of battery. I'm probably going to put most of it on the back side and the side so I don't have to look at it because it's nasty, but I'll end up doing that. It's just a battery warmer basically. And then this guy here, I think what I want to do is maybe I'll mount the switch here, guys. I'll mount the switch for the inverter here, and then I'll run a line over to the positive here from there. And I'm just going to leave the inverter as is. It's just kind of laying there. And like I say, if and when I do get more of these batteries, I can rearrange stuff then. But for now, because if I got more of these, I'd put them sideways, right? So they're sticking out a bit this way. That way I could stack multiples in here horizontally. But for now, it looks like we're just going to go with this position here. So I'm going to see if I can tape up some heating wire to the back of this battery. I know it's basic. See, but the problem is, it's concealed in a plastic case. So yeah, I don't think it will work. So I'm gonna let's throw out the electric heating elements for now. I can always do that after the fact. And I'm gonna tie in. I gotta make up my 0 gauge wire to tie into the inverter, and then I gotta run a negative over from that inverter as well. And now this thing, I believe it's pretty. It'll be solid once I tie it in too. It's not like it's gonna go anywhere, or shouldn't. I can put something rough underneath of it so it doesn't slide as easy. I should do that now before we get too far onto things. I'm going to push a bunch of this crap off to the side. Yeah. So, I will be back once I get the 0 gauge wire ready to rip. I think, if I'm careful, I can get this tied in and then get that over there very carefully without any sparky. So I will be back. Alright guys, I gotta apologize for the lighting because it is bad. It is nasty. Let's see. No, it's just bad lighting. That's what I'm dealing with. But when I get this thing hooked up, hopefully all will be good. So I made the 0 gauge cable, heavy gauge, and I'm hooking it up to the on-off switch. And I got all my entertainment and stuff on, just in the background, some background noise back there. So don't mind that. It's on some kind of car channel where they're reviewing and testing out all the new upcoming vehicles or something like that. So it's kind of interesting, but I haven't been watching it, mostly listening. Okay, I think that's there. Alright, so that's there. I'm going to put the switch cover plate back on, and then probably going to screw this switch cover plate down, I would assume. So, oh yeah, that'll look okay. Or wait a minute, what's going on there? Oh, it was bulging out of the plate a little bit because that's a huge wire. What can I do about that? Probably not a whole lot. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. So if I put, so I basically got this connection there on the battery. I don't know if you guys can't even see that. That's ridiculous. Let me turn the light on my camera and I'll be back. Alright, that's better with the light on for sure. It's going to drain the battery a lot quicker, but I can throw a power pack on. That's no big deal. So, anyway, I'm kind of trying to get this hooked on, so about there looks good. And I'll probably put a, if I can move the inverter down, I can put a screw in and mount this thing right now. If I have any screws left, that is. Let me look around here. Yeah, I'll have to grab some. And then I'll mount that switch to the wall, back wall there. And that will be that. And we'll be getting close to hooking the battery up finally. And then I can program the MPPT charge controller without a bunch of nonsense. Hopefully. So, let's get this puppy mounted. Right there, maybe. Sounds good. Gives me a little guesstimate spot of where it should go. And then I still got to run the negative wire over, which is not a big deal. Not that I think it's going to be a big deal. Yeah, that's going to work good. So that's perfect. next, I definitely got to run the negative over. So, probably want to undo this spool. Give me a second here, guys. I'll show you what we're talking about. So we got to connect it back here and get all the way over and around to there. Now, I got to kind of be careful here because I'm going to have other wires in the way, and that's just going to be trouble if I don't do it right. So if I cut it here, that should give me an extra bit to go to town with. So I'm going to cut it here. And now I know a lot of people are saying, well, you want the inverter as short as possible, right? To the setup. Well, this is going to be as short as possible for me for now, so don't worry about it too badly. I got to charge my camera up, and I got my mark, so I'm going to take this rollover and go to town.